Have you ever felt frustrated after trying everything but not seeing results in your muscles, especially as you age? Even if you walk every day and try to eat more meat, without the right building blocks, you won't rebuild your strength. Experts say you just need more protein, but the truth is, protein alone can't bind to your muscles without an essential component. Here's the shocking thing most seniors overlook. Your muscles are built on a network of collagen. Without this strong network, the protein you eat is like trying to build a wall without cement. In this video, I'll reveal 2 foods that are true collagen powerhouses, 3 combinations you should avoid like poison, and practical tips to beat sarcopenia once and for all. Subscribe now if you haven't already. Let's get started. Let's start with the second best source of collagen for rebuilding your muscles because it's easier to find and cheaper. Then I'll reveal the number 1 source, the most powerful of all, that almost no one uses anymore. Our second source is the powerful and humble bone broth, but not just any broth. Broth made from chicken feet. I know some people might turn up their noses, but listen to this. A single cup of well-prepared chicken foot broth can contain 10 to 12 grams of pure collagen, which is absorbed by your body 1.5 times more efficiently than expensive collagen powders. For those of you over 60, this is revolutionary. This collagen supports the structure of your muscles, like scaffolding on a building site. It also reduces the silent inflammation that causes joint pain and improves your body's ability to use the protein you eat to build real muscle. Imagine yourself like Donna Maria, a 78-year-old woman from the countryside of Minas Gerais. She told me, frustrated, that she felt her muscles melting. She loved tending her garden, but she no longer had the strength to carry a pot. Opening a jar of jam was impossible. She felt more and more dependent every day, so she started drinking a cup of this broth every day. Within 6 months, she not only returned to tending her garden, but also sent me a photo of herself carrying her 4-year-old grandson. She gained almost 2 kilos of lean muscle without spending a dime at the pharmacy. This isn't just a grandmother's tale. A recent study from the University of Tokyo followed 250 elderly people for 6 months. The group that consumed bone broth daily had a 15% increase in hand grip strength, the strength to hold things, and a 40% reduction in joint pain. Our grandmothers knew this centuries ago. The cure-all chicken soup wasn't magic, it was science. The secret lay in the chicken feet, neck, and carcass that always went into the pot. The recipe is ridiculously simple. In a pressure cooker, place 1 kilo of well-cleaned chicken feet. Add a halved onion, 2 carrots, 2 celery stalks, a little salt, and peppercorns. Cover with water, about 4 fingers above the ingredients. Once pressure is reached, cook for 90 minutes. Let the pressure release, strain everything, and store that golden liquid. In the refrigerator, it will turn into a firm gelatin. That, my friend, is pure gold. It's bioavailable collagen. How to use it in everyday life? It's easy. Breakfast. Heat a cup and drink with a few drops of lemon to enhance absorption. Lunch. Use this broth as a base to cook your rice, beans, or soup. Dinner. Drink a mug of warm broth before bed. It helps you relax and repair your muscles overnight. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried bone broth made the right way? How did it feel? Comment below and share your story to inspire others who are going through the same struggle. Hey, if this content is helping you regain hope and strength, subscribe to the channel now for more secrets like this every week. Turn on the bell so you don't miss a thing. But as powerful as chicken foot broth is, it alone may not be enough. Combine it with the next source I'll reveal to maximize your strength gains. This first source is the one the supplement industry prays you never discover. The first source, the absolute muscle-building champion that almost everyone has forgotten, is a treasure of Brazilian cuisine, mocoto. Yes, the broth or jelly made from ox feet. Before you think that's not for me, listen to the power hidden here. A 100-gram serving of well-prepared mocoto jelly can deliver an impressive 20 to 25 grams of collagen, primarily types I and III, which are the exact building blocks your muscles, skin, and joints need to rebuild themselves. For those of you who feel your knee pop when you stand up, who see your skin getting thinner and more fragile, mocoto is like an elixir. It not only provides collagen, but also glycine and proline, amino acids your body uses to repair worn cartilage and support the protein you eat, so it can be converted into real muscle, rather than being lost. Let me tell you the story of Mr. Francisco, a 72-year-old man from Pernambuco. He was a master of foro, but knee pain forced him out of the dance hall. He told me, "Doctor, my greatest sadness is seeing my wife sitting around waiting for someone to dance because I can't stand for even 5 minutes anymore." He felt like a burden. On the recommendation of an older friend, he went back to eating the mokoto jelly his mother made 3 times a week. 4 months later, Mr. Francisco sent me a video. He was in the middle of the dance hall, twirling with his wife, with a smile that couldn't be contained on his face. He said the pain had reduced by 80%, and that his legs felt firmer than they had in 20 years. Science confirms what Francisco experienced firsthand. A USP study of elderly people suffering from knee osteoarthritis showed that the group that consumed hydrolyzed collagen, derived from bovine sources such as the calf's foot, experienced a 30% improvement in pain perception and a 20% improvement in joint function in just 3 months. Our ancestors in the backlands already used calf's foot as a sustaining food to help the sick recover and strengthen women after childbirth. This was popular wisdom, now proven by science. The recipe is as simple as the chicken broth. Ask your butcher for sliced mokoto. At home, wash it well and place it in a pressure cooker with seasonings to taste: onion, garlic, bay leaf, and parsley. No need for salt now. Cover with water and cook for 2 to 3 hours after pressure builds. The bones should fall apart. Strain the broth, discarding the bones and seasonings, and refrigerate. It will turn into a very firm gelatin. How to use? You can eat a tablespoon straight in the morning or mix it into your coffee. You can use it to enrich beans or soup. Or you can make a sweet version for dessert by blending the jam with a little milk and cinnamon. It's versatile and powerful. What's your relationship with mokoto? Do you have a family recipe or fond memories of this dish? Or perhaps you're a little wary? Share in the comments. Let's talk about it and break down prejudices. Now pay close attention. There's no point in consuming these 2 wonderful sources of collagen if you combine them with the wrong foods. Now, I'm going to reveal 3 foods you should never combine with your bone broth or mokoto, or you'll sabotage your entire effort. They can literally create inflammatory compounds in your body, destroying the collagen you're trying to replenish. This is based on studies and cases I've seen in real patients. Let's start with enemy number 1, which is probably on your desk right now. Food number 1: refined sugar and white flours, white bread, white rice, biscuits. You probably ate French toast for breakfast or white rice for lunch today, without realizing the harm you were doing. When you eat these foods, your body experiences a spike in blood sugar. This excess sugar binds to your body's proteins, like collagen, in a process called glycation. Think of it as the sugar caramelizing or rusting the collagen fibers in your muscles and joints. It makes them stiff, brittle, and useless. You drink your collagen-rich broth, and the sugar you eat next goes in and destroys everything. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that high glycemic diets, rich in sugar and white flour, increase inflammatory markers in the blood of elderly people by up to 50%, which accelerates muscle loss. I remember Dona Elvira, 82 years old. She drank chicken foot broth religiously, but continued to experience pain and weakness. During our conversation, I discovered that she sweetened her coffee with 2 spoonfuls of sugar and ate white bread with butter every day. It was her ritual. She didn't believe me when I told her that bread and sugar could be the culprits. Reluctantly, she swapped the sugar for cinnamon in her coffee and the white bread for 2 slices of boiled sweet potato. Within 3 weeks, she called me crying, saying that the hip pain that had plagued her for years had disappeared. Can you relate? It's a silent mistake millions of us make. The replacement tip is simple. Swap sugar for natural sweeteners like stevia, or simply reduce the amount. Swap white rice for brown rice or pumpkin puree. Swap white bread for root vegetables like cassava, sweet potato, or yam. You'll feel the difference in your joints and energy within a few weeks. Congratulations on making it this far. It shows you're committed to your health. If you want more victories against weakness and pain, follow the channel and like this video, so the algorithm shows you more transformative content like this. Now, Let's move on to the second silent enemy that could be in your kitchen, sabotaging your efforts without you even realizing it. Food number 2, refined vegetable oils, soybean, canola, corn, sunflower. How many of us have used a bottle of soybean oil to sauté rice or fry an egg, believing it to be a harmless option? The truth is that these oils, extracted at extremely high temperatures and with chemical solvents, are inflammation bombs. They're rich in omega-6, a type of fat that, in excess, creates a state of chronic low-grade inflammation in your body. It's like trying to put out a fire by pouring gasoline on it. This constant inflammation attacks your joints, worsening the pain and, most seriously, prevents your muscles from repairing and growing. You drink your tripe broth to reduce inflammation, and the oil you use at lunch inflames everything again. It's a vicious cycle. A large study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed more than 2,000 older adults and found a direct link. The higher the consumption of omega-6 rich oils, the higher the levels of C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation in the blood, and the faster the rate of muscle loss. I remember Mr. Roberto, a 68-year-old retired carpenter. He had the strong hands of a lifetime worker, but arthritis was taking its toll. He started drinking bone broth and felt better, but his general weakness persisted. We discovered that his wife, with the best of intentions, cooked everything with canola oil because the TV ad said it was good for the heart. It was a struggle to convince him to change. They switched from canola oil to lard for cooking and olive oil for salad dressing. Within 2 months, Mr. Roberto called me saying that not only had the pain in his hands diminished to the point where he could resume his small woodworking jobs, but that he felt a strength in his legs he hadn't felt in a decade. The replacement is a return to the basics. Cook with good quality lard, coconut oil, or ghee. For seasoning, use plenty of extra virgin olive oil. Inflammation will decrease, and collagen will finally have a suitable environment to work. And now, the third and perhaps the most shocking of all, because it hides behind a mask of healthy and essential food. Food number 3, carton milk, UHT. I know this goes against everything we've heard our whole lives. Drink milk for strong bones. But I'm talking specifically about long-life milk, UHT. The process of heating it to extremely high temperatures to keep it shelf-stable for months modifies the structure of its proteins, especially casein. For many people, especially those with more sensitive digestive systems after 60, this modified protein becomes difficult to digest, causing bloating, gas, and silent intestinal inflammation. And an inflamed intestine doesn't absorb nutrients properly. You could be drinking the best mokoto broth in the world, but if your intestine can't absorb its amino acids, it's like throwing money down the drain. Collagen reaches your digestive system, but the gateway to your bloodstream is closed by the inflammation caused by the milk. A study in the journal Nutrition and Metabolism showed that poor digestion of certain dairy proteins can reduce overall amino acid absorption by up to 25% in older adults. That's a quarter of your energy down the drain. Donicelia, 75, was the perfect example. She drank her morning broth, blended with UHT milk and a piece of fruit, thinking she was making a superfood. But she constantly complained of a bloated stomach and saw no improvement in the firmness of her skin and muscles. I suggested a simple test. For 2 weeks, she would swap carton milk for water or herbal tea to mix in her collagen. The difference was dramatic. The bloating disappeared in 3 days, and at the end of the 2 weeks, she said her body felt lighter and her digestion was working like clockwork. From that moment on, the improvement in her strength was visible. The replacement here is to think outside the box. If you love creaminess, try full-fat plain yogurt, which is fermented and easier to digest, or even good quality coconut milk, or simply drink your juice straight with lemon. Give your gut the chance to absorb 100% of this liquid gold. Now, I want you to be honest with me and with our entire community who are here to learn. Which of these 3 silent poisons have you been combining with your sources of strength without realizing it? Sugary bread, soybean oil, or carton milk? Confess in the comments. No judgment. We're all here to learn and support each other. So now you have the map to the mine. With the power of mokoto and chicken foot broth, and by eliminating the silent saboteurs, sugar, inflammatory oils, and carton milk, you have the tools to fight sarcopenia and rebuild your strength and independence. The decision is in your hands. Which toxic combination will you eliminate from your life starting today? Comment below, I want to know, and I'll read every response to support you. Share your journey in the comments below. Share your victories and your doubts. Who knows, maybe your story of overcoming adversity will inspire our next video on how to gain leg strength without a gym. Your experience could be the light someone else needs. Tension. Stay tuned, because tomorrow I'll reveal a secret that physical therapists keep secret. The 3 pressure points on your body that you can massage before bed to gain up to 34% more strength while you sleep. This is exclusive content, only for those who are subscribed to the channel. So if you don't want to miss it, click the subscribe button now. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Like this video, share it with someone you love who needs to hear it, and follow the channel for more liberating truths. Remember, you deserve a strong body and a life full of vitality. Let's do this together.